Alright, TV friends, this is Mark of Tech Pinas, and I'm now here at the Starmobile headquarters with Mr. Elijah Mendoza.
Hi.
And he is the product marketing manager of Starmobile, and he's here to show us the most exciting smartphone of Starmobile thus far. The first octa-core smartphone in the Philippines by a local company, and it's the Starmobile Diamond X1. Ang dami excited dito, Eli.
I know, the reception online and even offline has been very, very great. It's actually elevating the name Starmobile to a different level, especially since it's the first octa-core phone by a local brand.
Yeah, and siguro not just the brand, but the entire industry na rin, di ba? I mean, to be able to bring such a smartphone with great specifications, at mukhang ang ganda pa ng design eh. Alright, so this is the packaging, Eli, no?
Actually, if you've noticed, Starmobile packaging has been decreasing in size. That's partly because we're gearing towards something more environmentally friendly. So the only reason why it's still remotely big is because the unit itself is huge.
Yeah.
It's 6 inches, so you can see it fits nicely into the box. Almost no extra spaces around it. Take it out. It's actually powered on now.
Alright.
That's what you have.
So that's the phone. Alright, so we're now doing an unboxing, di ba?
Inside you got, again, a small travel charger, smaller than the average charger.
So it fits in the pocket kung gusto mo dalhin lagi.
Yes, of course. Doesn't take up much space in your bag. USB cable, of course, you can't make that any smaller. The headset, and look, there's no manual inside. All you have is this quick start guide. Okay, another move to make our packaging environmentally friendly is that we've gotten rid of our paper manuals. Our manuals are located inside the Android settings menu of every device.
And I think it's a wise move then because of the card. It's easier to understand na rin, parang all-in-one card na siya, no? So all the key features.
It's all step by step, and you'll never lose your manual ever again.
And also, Eli, what I love, of course, you have the warranty certificate
yes.
And as I was saying, what I love about Starmobile then is that you include all of the technical specifications in the box in detail, di ba?
Yes.
Sabi ko nga for the geeks talaga to kasi detalyado siya. And it's really something, well, I wish that other companies would do, but we first saw it sa Starmobile.
You know, like for example, if you're buying food, you want to know the ingredients of what you're buying.
Yeah.
So same logic with your specifications.
Yes.
And you want to know what you're paying for.
And hindi lang basta-basta specifications, di ba? Talagang exact chipset model. And because siguro rin, it's because you understand that consumers are now becoming more and more techy.
Oh yes.
Talagang sobrang, they know the difference between 6582 and 6592, di ba, of MediaTek.
These past 5 years actually, the knowledge of Filipino consumers when it comes to specifications has skyrocketed, way beyond the charts of even expected.
Alright, so speaking of technical specifications, Eli, before we go sa design, because obviously it's a gorgeous phone, can you give us a quick rundown of this phone's technical specifications?
Okay.
Because siya talaga yung highlight nito being an octa-core device.
The octa-core of the Starmobile Diamond X1 is not an ordinary octa-core phone. Well, we have been hearing about octa-cores for a while now. The problem is, the octa-cores that are available are actually a combination of 2 quad-core processors, one powerful quad-core and a slightly less powerful quad-core chip. So,
and this is what we're seeing sa Samsung phones, diba? Because they had that.
So there are advantages and disadvantages to that. One advantage, of course, is that you might get better battery life if you use the lower power cores. But when it comes to the real nitty-gritty, you need more power than just the 4 powerful cores. So with the true octa-core, we call this true octa-core phone, you can power up all 8 cores at once for resource-heavy tasks, and you can use fewer cores for the more everyday tasks like email and browsing.
Yeah, so I guess one of the advantages nga is that lalo na ngayon, no, we're getting lots of games that are very specs intensive. Siguro with the rise na rin of the Android platform, maraming games na 3D talaga. Talagang kailangan mataas yung specs mo. And this is a phone, I guess, for those people na talagang mahilig sa games na ganun. Those who are playing applications na sobrang specs intensive.
You mentioned games, like, so you already have an octa-core CPU, plus you have a quad-core GPU. So that's like having 12 cores working for any given time.
That's great. So aside from the chipset, Eli, ano pa yung mga other highlights of this release?
Well, one of the things that customers have been looking for, of course, is larger memory. So we put in 2 gigabytes of RAM. They always said that 1 gigabyte is good, but sometimes it's not enough. So 2 gigabytes that addresses that issue. And we've also doubled the internal memory. Usually we have 1 plus 4. Now we have 8 gigabytes.
Wow, that's great. And
Now,
is it expandable?
Yes, it is expandable.
Alright.
It's been tested to work with 64 gigabyte micro SD cards, but our recommended is still 32 for a more general approach.
Okay.
Because the 64, there's a certain class that works with it.
Alright. Also, I noticed, Eli, with the release of the Night and the Muse, ang napansin ko sa Starmobile is that you're really focusing on the optics, on the imaging capabilities of your phone. So, is it also something that you will bring to the
Of course,
that you have brought to the to the X1?
So you're right. Starmobile has developed a reputation as a smartphone maker with good optics.
Yeah.
And we're not.
Ako, I have the Night and the Muse. Talagang ang ganda. Lalo na the front cam. Alam mo naman ako, I guess of all the tech vloggers, I'm the one who really loves taking selfies.
We put that same learning into, of course, our latest flagship. But, of course, yung mga improvements na siya. Siyempre, yung tuning ng camera, what we think na mas maganda sa the projects namin, we implemented them all in this new one.
Alright, so can you tell me more about the imaging capabilities of this phone?
It has 18 megapixels in the
Wow.
back, 8
Wow.
megapixels in front, an LED flash, and of course, full HD video recording.
That's great. And ang laging tanong sa akin, BSI ba?
Of course, it has BSI.
For
which
both the
stands
front
for-
and the back.
Yes, the front and the back. So backside illumination for better low light and indoor photos.
And for those who love taking selfies, that means crisp, more crisp, and
Yes,
clearer. Yeah.
That's always a given. We're always trying to top ourselves.
Okay, so Eli, aside from the great optics, according din do sa press release ninyo, is that it comes with Yamaha speakers, no? So what's great about itong kind of speakers na to?
Okay, the Yamaha speakers that we included in the Diamond X1 actually makes it a very fully rounded device. So it looks good and then it sounds good. So
Can you give me a sample kaya of the sound?
It wouldn't be the way we're shooting it now won't do it justice, but you really have to listen to it in person. Para
Anyway, they can
appreciate
go
more.
naman to your concept
Yes.
stores, eh, no? To
So
check this.
you have 2 Yamaha speakers in the back. They're optimized for clarity rather than volume. So hindi yung porket malakas, maganda na yung tunog. Mas malinaw yung vocals niya if you can listen to it.
Siguro often sa akin yung initial impression ko, hindi basag.
Yes.
Buong buo siya.
So
Okay.
that also has something to do with the amplification. Some of the other phones out there talaga sinasagad nila para mas malakas, para to give the impression na mas maganda yung speakers nila.
But at the end of the day, what's important is the clarity,
Yes,
tsaka
the
yung range
clarity.
of sound din.
Yes.
No? That's great. Also, Eli, looking at it now, no? Obviously, the display is one of the things that very, very visually arresting this product. Can you tell me more about this display?
You have 6 inches of space. So yung malaki yung malaki yung real estate niya. So if you notice that the icons are a little bit larger than the usual when you see sa Android phone. So it's actually very functional because it makes it easier to select applications. So it's HD. You get very good PPI. That's pixels per inch. So maganda yung density ng screen niya. But another thing that adds to the functionality of the phone is hindi masyadong mahihirapan yung video card mo. So you have a larger screen, but it's working HD.
Alright. So it also gives you, siguro nakakatulong siya for a smoother
Yes.
performance, a smoother overall touch experience.
Yes.
No? That's great. And although the screen is big, nakikita ko dito very slim siya, di ba? And that's
Yes,
something that a
it's
lot of users will surely appreciate din.
The way this is built is that yung components niya is spread out because you have more space. So that enables yung profile, this thin profile of 7 millimeters.
Wow.
So this is officially our thinnest smartphone.
thinnest ever.
Yes,
no?
thinnest ever. The previous holder was the Night with 7.5.
Yes,
so
I have that.
This is 0.5, 0.5 thinner than the previous model.
What's the weight, Eli?
This is, if I'm not sorry, let's consult yan. 183.5.
That's
That
very
is not
easy.
bad, especially considering the frame niya is aluminum. and the backplate is aluminum.
Yes, can you tell me more about the backplate? Kasi nakita ko, what one thing that's nice about it, it looks very premium, no?
Yes.
Because it has that metallic look.
But it plays a very functional part, actually.
How so, Eli?
Because one of the things that you have to be concerned about when you create a big phone is that mas madali siya i-twist. So there, kumbaga pag nilalagay mo siya sa pocket mo,
Then yung bigla kang uupo.
there's twisting motion involved and we take for granted. If you have an aluminum frame and you have an aluminum back casing, it makes your phone tougher. So hindi lang siya, of course maganda yung itsura niya. It plays a very functional role as well.
And I guess it also complements the glass sa harap, ano? Is the glass scratch resistant then,
Yes,
Eli?
the glass is scratch resistant, so maganda siya.
Is it Asahi Dragon Trail?
This is Asahi.
Oh,
Yes.
alright.
So it's Asahi it's Japanese technology. So by the way, I'll show you how to remove the back casing. It's not your usual na you just slide it off. You have to take off the bottom plastic part and then you can slide off.
Oh, so removable ang
Yes,
battery niya.
So, di ba parang when you see a phone that's super thin, you think na, ay, ano to?
Unibody,
to, hindi natanggal to. Pero, of course, si X1, you can remove the backplate with ease.
Which is, totoo tong metal, hindi to foam metal.
Yes, it is.
Kung iniisip ninyo, it's
Even
just
look at
chrome
the
plated
camera.
or something.
It is.
It's really metal.
Even the sound it makes, huh? Right? Walang pasubali dyan. So, at the back you have the 2300 milliampere battery, and then the micro SIM, the regular SIM, and then the micro SD card.
And this is a dual SIM phone, you know, Eli?
Yes, this is a dual SIM phone. What's great about it is, of course, since dalawa yung types ng SIM slot niya, if you've already cut your old SIM, and then ayaw mo nang gumamit ng adapter, pwede.
Alright. So it's dual standby, dual 3G ba?
Yes,
Eli?
dual 3G.
Oh, that's great.
Another interesting feature is in dual band Wi-Fi.
Ano yun, Eli?
Okay. Now, usually when you have Wi-Fi routers, nakita mo, diba, 2.4 gigahertz. So it's running on that band. If you have a dual band Wi-Fi device such as this one, meron siyang additional frequency which is 5 gigahertz.
Alright.
Now, one of the more practical use cases for that is if you're into using Chromecast or Miracast, which operates in 5 gigahertz. So, hindi maapektuhan yung performance ng Wi-Fi mo when you're multitasking.
Alright, that's great. So, it's a wonderful phone. I'm looking at it now. Ganda ng design, ang ganda ng specs. Of course, you have the great optics. If you love taking photos, siguro di mo na kailangan magdala ng extra digicam with that. You have the nice display, which is great for watching your movies, for playing games. So again, Eli, can you give me a quick rundown of the innards? Just for them, because that's the highlight talaga, you know?
Okay. This is the Diamond X1 with a true octa-core processor.
And it's a MediaTek MT.
MediaTek MT6592.
Alright.
It's an Android Jelly Bean phone with a 6-inch HD IPS display, 2 gigabytes of RAM, 8 gigabytes of internal memory, expandable up to 64 gigabytes, 7 millimeters thin with dual band Wi-Fi, scratch-resistant glass.
Wonderful.
And of course,
the battery.
Battery is 2300 milliampere hours, good for over 10 hours of extensive use.
That's wonderful. And you were mentioning the OTA, the over-the-air software update. Will this get KitKat soon?
What I can say is that we will be working on the update soon. The chipset will be compatible, and we will announce whenever we're ready.
And what's special for me, what's the thing that's really special about this is that the price is also very affordable.
Yes, $39.90, we've exceeded expectations, especially given the reputation of Starmobile, and we're very happy with the reaction of people.
And it's now available.
It's now available. You can ask people, they've really bought it from the stores. It's out there, and soon we'll go nationwide.
Alright, maraming salamat. EV friends, that's Mr. Elijah Mendoza, the Product Marketing Manager of Happy Man Philippines, maker of Starmobile devices. Thank you, Eli.
Thank you.
Thumbs up.